the shadow of the Word of Life mural that some call Touchdown Jesus, hands are outstretched and the mood is being set by this fantastic light show ahead of this showdown. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome at Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
This one underway. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Williams looking for a man. Quick completion on the out. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. The inside handoff. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
That's reeled in. It's Moore. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, we have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. And the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they
ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Gets rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Looking at a 2nd and short now. To the air. It's Carr. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Napier. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Wants to go up top, extending the play. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field. And as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Williams will pass. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers. Those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. The short hands. It's Lofton. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Grab near the marker. It's Lyle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Williams looking for a man. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here come the Irish back on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They're dealing with a second and long. The give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got a man. It's Smith. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Carr. Makes the grab, it's Smith. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Touchdown, Notre Dame! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Colorado found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A prime example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in Boulder. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one.
He lets it fly. Makes the grab right down the middle. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Lofton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Williams will pass. Looking to the big tight end. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll run it from the gun. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. With the catch, it's Lofton. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line and a big pickup on that one. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking for room, it's Lyon. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Williams looking for a man. Forced out of the pocket. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get us first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, on second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, and getting the first down.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll leave it with him. Picks up the first down. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially. There he goes! They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Quarterback moving. Makes the catch. It's Williams.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Irish come to the line facing second and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's going to fire to the left. Touchdown! And that one will give him the lead. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Carr. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Catch in the middle. It's Lyle. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can defend you.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Canes want to crank the tempo.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo.
Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Using his legs to buy some time. Catch in the middle, it's Lyle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Lyle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Red pass, it's complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
This is a tough one. A third and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. Get the touchdown, get the first down, or just get down, and the quarterback does. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Quick strike through the air for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Off the play fake. That's caught. It's Marshall. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be first and 10 from the 30.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Napier. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Turning it on. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They move on top here in the fourth. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. They'll line up for a second down play. Williams will pass. Got his man to the left. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Running back searching for a hole. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And that was one of those gotta have it. I mean, it's a fourth quarter, fourth down. We got to get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progression, finding the open man, and keeping this drive alive.
Of course, it's the quarterback. I thought it was the receiver.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. That's caught. It's Hodges. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Canes.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Coming out with it, it's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Late in the game, a lot about execution, right? The quarterback has to understand situational awareness, has to understand it. First of all, he does a great job of scrambling, but then the understanding part we're talking about clicks in. Does a great job getting the first down and getting out of bounds.
So now it's 2nd and long. The give is to Williams. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the 4th quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Carr. Steps away to find some room. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lyle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Finds his man. It's Lyle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Carr. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And I'm loving the command of this quarterback right here. You can tell he's not worried. He knows his answers. 3 for 3 on the drive, moving the ball down the field, trying to put this offense in a position to get right back in this football game.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. It's good. Easy call for the ref. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Here's a throw downfield late. Got his hand in there and knocked it away in the end zone and saved the game as this one is over.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win.